noise was me? Okay. Okay, group 3, come up and tell us what's going on. Oh, your poster's up there? Okay. You guys, you want to go on the other side? Wherever you want to go is fine.
So basically, our picture is in Amsterdam, Netherlands. It's taken June 20th, 1943. These are Jews being lined up to be transported to a camp. And as you can see, the windows and on the corner, there are non-Jews, Germans, watching them just line up and be taken to the camp.
Okay, I want to point something else out. It's coming from this window. Who are these people? Did you see them also? They're watching. Why don't they step up? Who are these guys? Right around the corner of the building. Why don't they step up? Okay? Communities. Did people step up? What would have happened if somebody stepped up? No. Hang on. Very good. What? Yes.
Those people out there were non-Jews.
We're guessing, right? Because if they were Jewish, don't you think they'd be hiding a little better?
Or they would have been downstairs.
Or they would have been downstairs. Group 4. Before we get to group 4. Diana and then Linda.
I can't see.
Look at the computer screen if that helps.
Oh, okay.
If that helps.
I'm guessing Nazis that are there with their guns. And they're doing something to the kid.
Okay. I saw Lendell. Did she take your answer?
No, it looked like they're burning somebody. The Germans killing the
Oh, you're no fun. Yeah, they're killing them. Those are guns. Okay? So the smoke you see are guns. But there's an interesting twist to this. Group 4, tell us to bring, where are you? Stand there. Stand right where you are, Kenneth. We're over there. Well, I'm sorry, Kristen, we're over here in the middle where you were. What do you got, guys?
The Ukraine policemen killed a Jewish woman and child that they knew in a park.
Okay, did it give you the... Okay, so you're right. Somebody's being killed. Does that caption tell you anything about the people doing the shooting?
They knew them.
They knew them, guys. They knew them. They later testified after the Holocaust was over. Yes, I knew this person. They know them.
It's the person taking the picture that knows the people.
No, inside the shooter.
No. That just says photo credit from where it was from. The person shooting knew the person he shot. Communities, they're friends. What could lead people to do this? What would have happened if somebody would have stepped up? And group 5. What's happening here? Yeah. Yeah, Kristen.
They're beating the poor Jewish man.
Okay. Sierra?
Yeah, so like Crystal said that they're beating him, I guess, because they just saw him on the street.
Okay, yes.
They probably want to like be down and like say, yeah, we beat Jewish people and look at this Nazi.
Do you think that happened? Did people get caught up in the crowd?
Yes.
Look at the power I have. It's fun. Caitlin, took your answers?
Yeah, they basically said it.
Okay, you guys are right. Group 5, did they get everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just want to tell us, show us what you got.
Okay, so this happened in Latvia, and well, you can see this man. He's getting beat up, and he's an innocent Jew. And after this photo was taken, the mobile killing units were set up in Latvia to kill several thousands of Jews.
If you look closely, it shows that he covers his ears and his head is also down. So when I looked at that, I said, scared covers ears and eyes to get away, not physically, but mentally and emotionally.
and then we basically said, and this was also taken in 1941, and we basically said that this picture just shows oppression, segregation, discrimination, and dehumanization.
Wow. Wow. All of those things are working very good. All of you guys, great job, really, really, really. So, any more reactions? Any other words come into mind? Say it louder. Wowzer, right? Okay? Try to personalize it a tiny bit. Okay? Try to personalize it a tiny bit. What if this was you? What if you were the non-Jew? Okay? I enjoy studying the Holocaust, not just because I'm Jewish. Okay? But I am Jewish, so I do get to put myself in the role. Okay? I love coaching. Again, we'll go back to basketball. Okay? My son loves to play. What if one time you guys can't play? And not only that, but we're shipping you over. Okay? Do you think, you guys look all depressed now. Do you guys think, despite all these pictures we just saw, do you think people did help?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Think about those pictures. Yes?
Yes.
Is that a solid yes? You guys who said yes?
Yes.
Solid yes. Who says no? Who says no? People did not help. You're crazy. Look what they're doing. Right? We saw the person in the window. Okay. We're going to end on a good note, I think. Yes, Victoria. Excuse me. Yes.
I said yes, I do, because thinking of Anne Frank, she was Jewish too, and people hid her away and they helped her survive for a long time.
An example of people who did help. Mamadou, nice and loud.
I think it could be a combination because people did help, but then again, the Nazis also lost power. So it kind of goes both ways because even though people did help, it might have ended anyway as time went on, as people began to grow more like close to each other. So.
And you mean the Nazis lost power? You mean in terms of the war ending?
Yeah.
That's what you. Very good. Interesting. Yeah.
Also,
1, 2, 3, and then we'll keep going.
From Schindler's List, he was a Nazi member who had, I think, hundreds of Jews working for him, and he decided to let them go because he knew what he was doing. That at the beginning he didn't care for it.
At the beginning, I was going to ask
he
you. At the
didn't
beginning,
care.
he didn't care.
But then later he got to know these people inside. He had to help them get out.
He saw what was going on, right? Beautiful. 2 more. Who is Crystal and then Kevin?
I think yes, they did help, but they didn't help enough because it wasn't like Hitler was like a president or something. He was a dictator. So like somebody else could have stepped up and like been more powerful, but like nobody helped enough.
Awesome. Kev, want to wrap it up?
Say yes and no because, like in the beginning, I believe they did step up, but as time went on, they saw how cruel the Nazis were, so they like just stopped.
Examples of people who did help. Okay? Examples and what happened to them. Okay? I'm not gonna give away the ending. And what happened to them. All right, let's do the same thing. All right, group 1, we'll start over here. How's that? Careful, it's sticky again. I apologize. Let's go group 2 over here. Wally, if you're gonna run out of film while they're working, you can shut it off while they're working. And we'll get it when they present. Group 3, you don't want to do group 3?
So you want me to read it?
Yes. Neighbors, one woman overtaking a crowd. Manfred Wilhelmsburg, Germany. Around 8 o'clock,
Okay? Did people help out? What was the result?
Alright. I just grabbed the knapsack with a little tea and crackers or apple things for the baby. Like I won't like it right now.
The decision was made by Dad that we
What choice?
If it's too much to write, you just come up and talk. All right? If you're going to summarize it and it's going to take a while, just come up and explain. Either way.
and we would not survive. So he had a friend whose name was Leo. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Leo was a really great guy. I didn't tell you this at the beginning when the Germans came in. One of the things that they ruled was that the Jews was not own any stores or any assets. So you were required, like we had a store, you were required to give all, and you gave them half. And at first it was in the house, and we didn't feel comfortable.
And one person.
Aww. It's so romantic.
Want to talk about it and not right? It's fine.
So my sister and I don't know.
However you want to do it.
I think I was involved around the stuff possessions at that point. And we went to Leo for food and he gave us food, and we also went to Leo to get some of the fabric back, and we bartered that with some other Christians. Now I'm impressed upon you as the character of Leo. Leo already had all the stuff that they couldn't ever get from us except maybe for some land. And all you had to do was tell us to get lost and we would never see me again. That's fucking. The guy was in the video, he said everything was okay. He says,
You want to write bullet points? You just want to talk about it? It's fine. However you want to do it.
Oh.
Okay, however you want to do it.
Friends.
Okay.
And what are we supposed to be writing?
Where did it take place? Describe the situation. What choices were made? What choices were made?
I spell courage.
C-O-U-R-A-G-E.
C-O-U-R-A-G-E.
You know, you guys ready to talk? I mean, that's fine. If that's all you want to write, then that's fine. Okay? If you don't want to write a lot, then you just want to talk. It's fine. However you want to do it.
this guy.
Briefly describe what happened in the situation. And out of the police. Yes. That's not a police, that's the
Policeman. It is a policeman.
Oh, okay.
The policeman.
Couple more minutes, guys? Yes?
Only a few. I know.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Only one person?
Only one voice. Yeah. One person.
Per voice. Takes more.
Yeah.
Only one voice set up?
Yeah.
If you guys are done, you can sit.
Okay, it says, and no woman has the courage to come out and praise my mother to say goodbye. Meaning they knew them before.
Didn't say one woman.
It said one woman came.
Not
well.
no woman.
And one woman had the courage. Oh, well. I can't read.
So they were betrayed by everyone else except for that one. She was there. He was there.
All right, guys, can we wrap it up? You guys are good, right? Okay, we're ready. 2 groups are ready. 3 groups are ready. You girls are writing too much. Almost? Okay.
that she was able to fit her artwork into the cookbook.
All right, waiting on group
Four.
4. You guys ready?
Okay. She just made the choices.
All right, while we're waiting for group 4, if you guys look up here. All right, this is... Hang on a second, I can't hear you. This is what we're looking at, right? Location again, where did it take place? Setting, briefly describe what happened. Choices. What individual or group choices were made? Were there any choices? Okay? The first time we presented, we saw the destruction of communities. We spoke about what would have been done. Did people make choices? Let's take a look. Put it anywhere, Diana. Are you on it? Group 1, yeah, put it up and read it to us. Yeah, why don't you read what I gave you?
Read the passage?
Yes, and hang on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I gave you these. All right, again. All right, take some notes while you're listening, please. All right, nice and loud, Victoria.
Neighbors. One woman emerges from the crowd. Manfred Wildman, Philipsburg, Germany. Around 8 o'clock, policemen came to tell us that we had 1 hour to pack our bags and be ready to leave without being told where we would be going. I remember the answer told us, "Don't take too much because you'll have to carry it a long time," to which my mother responded, "We can always throw it out there." So we were taken an hour later to the main square of the town, and the truck was there, and we were all put on the truck to be taken away. Of course, the whole town was assembled around it, looking at the Jews leaving, people we knew. And one woman had the courage to come out and praise my mother to say goodbye. Nothing happened to her. If more people had done something like that, things may have changed.
It's happy for Victoria or the woman. So what did you ladies write? There's stuff all over your paper. Just what are you thinking? What'd you write?
We wrote courage because the woman stood up to say something at least.
We could also say that it was kind of dehumanizing because they only had 1 hour to pack up all their stuff and leave, and they didn't know where they were going. So
Here in the passage it said that the people who were standing around being bystanders watching them were non-Jews, and it said that they were people they knew, so they were their neighbors, and they were watching their friends and things like that leave. And that one woman was a non-Jew who stepped up to say goodbye to a Jew, so I think that more people should have stepped up.
In this situation, did anything happen to that non-Jew?
No.
Very good. One example, somebody stepped up. Thank you, guys. Somebody want to volunteer? We don't have to go in order. Crystal's group. Crystal Forward group. Come on up. You don't have to read it, right? You want to just explain either way.
Who wants to read?
However you want to do it.
This situation took place in Hungary. There was one lady with a baby, and she was trying to escape, but she was being betrayed by people that she knew and her friends. So she was trying to make a run for it, but she was like being bullied, but not being bullied. But out of the thousands of people that were there were only one person that stood up for her and tried to help her.
How many people does it take to step up?
One.
Okay. I don't know if you believe that or not, but in the first two examples, we saw one. Kiara, were you going to say something? Okay, so both examples, somebody stood up. Anything happened to that lady who stood up?
The man, no.
The man.
The boy, sorry.
That's okay. And nothing happened?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Think about all the pictures we saw of that. Two people stood up. Right here, group 4. Yeah, you got to be nice and loud because you guys are way over in the corner. We're good. They volunteer.
The location is in Teddy Post.
Okay. And what happened?
The policeman was in charge of the prison, and he started feeding the woman person that was ill.
He would basically yell at her and tell her to clean his office, and that if she didn't do that, she would find bones that were broken in her body, every bone. But like secretly, he would tell her to go under his desk and eat milk, a piece of bread, and something else for her to eat.
Yeah.
So the choices that he made is that he could have abused her, but instead he secretly fed her.
Wow. Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Twice a week. I thought this one was awesome. I don't know if you ladies did. I had to read this a couple times. A lady was in jail, and the jailer, the warden, would call him to his office and shut the door. And he would pretend to yell and scream and kick and beat him up. All right? So everybody on the other side of the door thought, oh my gosh, this guy's getting beat up, twice a week. In reality, what he was doing was, while he was feeding her, he was yelling and screaming and pointing under my desk. And, the person's confused. Under the desk was food and drink. And he did this twice a week. Okay? What could have happened to this man if somebody found out?
He could have been killed.
He probably would have been killed helping the Jews. Now you can clap for them. Who's up? Go, Sierra. Wherever you want to go. You want to describe what happened there? Nice and loud, please. Who's up?
Okay. So, this is from Poland,
It's okay, Poland. How's that?
It's in Poland.
We're in Poland.
The decision was made by my dad that we will not steal, because if we did, then the farmers would organize and hunt us down, and we will not survive. So he had a friend whose name was Leo Searcherik, and Leo was a really great guy. I didn't tell you this at the beginning when the Germans came in. One of the things that they ruled was that Jews must not own any stores or any assets. So you were required, like we had a store and we were required to give all up at this point. It was for the Warjeret, but my father didn't do that. He hid half of it and he gave up half. And at first it was in the house and we didn't feel comfortable with that. So he dug a hole in the ground, and in the garden we hid it there. And he wasn't comfortable with that. So my sister and I didn't know who else, and I think I was involved, wrapped the stuff around us, and we went to this guy, Leo. He hid it for us. So Leo had a great deal of our possessions at this point. And we went to Leo for food, and he gave us food. And we also went to Leo to get some of the fabric back, and we bartendered with some of the other Christians. Now I must press upon you as the character of Leo. Leo was already had all this stuff that he could ever get from us, except maybe some land. And all he had to do is tell us to get lost, and he would never have seen us again. But he never did. He fed us all along.
Let him explain Victoria, ask them.
Isn't that the guy from the video?
Yes, the guy from the video. But refresh our memory, girls, what happened? I'm sorry, there were boys in this group too. So who was Leo? What did he do?
Basically, Leo took them in and helped them out instead of just throwing them over to the fair.
Very good. And Leo was Jewish or non-Jewish?
Non-Jewish.
4 groups, 4 non-Jews, 4 helpers. Anybody get in trouble yet?
No.
Back in your mind, what would have happened? What would have happened if somebody stepped up? Yes?
Wait, was it Leo that guy that was standing?
In the video, yes.
No, not in the video, in the picture.
No, but that was another business owner, right, who had it taken away. Good job. Okay, finish this off, guys. Where are you going? Great job, guys. Where are you going?
And this one, it took place in Yugoslavia.
Yep.
This is a story about this Jewish family was getting lined up and taken to, they were going on a journey, which probably most likely to the concentration camps. But this woman remembers that her cook gave her the cookbook, but while people were yelling and throwing stuff and spitting at these Jews who were going to the camps,
right,
the book that the cook gave them, the cookbook, had paintings inside of it. It was the work of art that she owned in her regular life, and she was able to sneak in by like folding them, shoving it in the book and giving to her, that she could keep, something she owned from her past, from her previous life, because she knew things were going to change. Yet she was still able to keep these works of art that she bought or painted herself, and she was able to keep that because this one woman, her cook, helped her out and let's say here because it was probably valuable and she didn't want anyone to take it from them. And it didn't say why she got in trouble. It just said that she just gave them this and she never heard anything else about it.
Never heard anything else. Perfect. Yes, group. That's all you guys?
Yep.
He said it all?
Yep.
Good job. Wiley, you can turn it off while I show the video, okay? So I'm going to show you a quick video of a survivor, and then Wiley will turn it back on when we just do a wrap-up. Just a wrap-up, all right?